What's going on, everyone? Park Life Nerds here again. Today we're going to get into the Christmassy spirit and we're going to look at Marvel's version of Santa. Alright, so let's get into it. No spoilers. Basically, in the Marvel 616 universe, Santa Claus is real. But who is he really, and how similar to the real world is this version of Santa? So yeah, let's take a good look back, and Merry Christmas, everyone. Let's get into it. So, origins of Marvel Santa basically comes from 3 different myths or legend, basically compiled into one. The original one, believed to be, is Saint Nicholas. Much like in the real world, Saint Nicholas would basically go out of his way to give money to families whose daughter was getting married off as a dowry. It became sort of a gift for him. He was number 1. Number 2, a bit more Marvel style, is Santa is based off Odin. Seeing a man covered in the fur of animals getting pulled by a sleigh with 2 goats in front of it. That is more like the Santa we know, is Odin Santa. And the third one is Old Winter, which is more of a British style, which is the elderly man of town basically dressed up in furs again, and goes around and gives gifts out to the more needy. Over time, obviously with the Christianity side, he became Father Crimbus, Old Man Christmas, it all blurred into one, so that's how Christmas came around. Basically, they took these 3 ideas of Santa, and over time, legend is created and Santa Claus comes. And because this is the Marvel 616 universe, humanity's belief in the 3 legends and spiritual energy actually created Santa Claus. So because we believe it, he is now real, apparently. So Santa is basically the physical manifestation of giving. So Santa, after being brought into existence, basically set up in Finland. He found himself a wife, decided, don't like Finland. He moved his base of operations to the North Pole. There he set up his factories, as we all know, Santa's workshop, and he hired some elves. But these aren't the elves like from our reality. These are light elves from Alfheim, or one of the 10 realms that you would see throughout the Thor mythology. And here's where it gets great. Each Christmas Eve, Santa bends the laws of time and space, along with his dimensional limits, and his sack, which is limitless capabilities, travels around the planet, delivers toys to the good boys and girls. Now that's something he can detect, so that's one of his powers. He knows if you've been naughty or nice. And that's basically what Marvel believe in Santa. But how has he been portrayed throughout the comics? Well, it all starts way back, probably in the Golden Age. There's a story where in 1943, Nick Fury, Bucky Barnes, and Captain America are actually sent to rescue Santa from Adolf Hitler. Franklin Roosevelt is the president at the time, and it was under his decree that they must save Christmas and save Santa. That being the first Marvel story involving Santa. Of course, they did save the day. A bit later after this, Santa actually saved Christmas himself without even realizing it. Hatemonger, who is basically a clone of Adolf Hitler, an old school Captain America villain, is looking to blow up New York. One of his henchmen can't believe his eyes when Santa flies by on his reindeer and sleigh, basically loses control of the plane he's flying and flies into Hatemonger's nuclear bomb, blowing it up and saving the day. As you can see, back in the day, Santa stories didn't really have much going on. They were just kind of a brief cameo. That was until the X-Men. So this is the interesting part. Cerebro, the computer Professor X and a few others used to detect mutants, picked up a massively powerful mutant. Basically, it was December 24th, and their system was going crazy. The X-Men join up and go looking for this person. The Brotherhood of Evil Mutants have also decided, hey, this person might be useful. They head out to a mall somewhere. Little they know that this is Santa. Basically, the X-Men and the Brotherhood have a scuffle. Santa's having none of it. He's like, okay, what's going on? Who's naughty? Who's nice? Decides the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants are the bad guys, and basically uses his powers to turn them into inanimate toys for a while, and then he decides to wipe everyone's memory of him even existing or this situation and disappears, transporting them back to where they basically came from. So basically Santa is one of the strongest mutants ever because Cerebro picked him up as a mutant. How's that for Marvel Comics? Santa has also interacted with Howard the Duck on multiple occasions. She-Hulk, hitting on her at one point, Spider-Man, and of course Deadpool. He's also had a few stints in episodes of the Great Lakes Avengers and Captain Marvel. So he's been around a lot. Every year, I'm guessing there's a Santa story where he turns up. Now let's have a look at the powers and abilities of the Big Red Man. So, as mentioned, he is the most powerful mutant ever picked up on by Cerebro. I'm guessing this means he is beyond the Omega level as a mutant, so why is he never featured stopping villains like Apocalypse or being against Thanos? Well, it just beats me, but Mega level mutant definitely. Not sure how I feel about that, but it's kind of a cool. It gives him a good backstory of why he's been around. He's got the ability to shrink himself down, ability to expand. He can manipulate matter. Basically, the ability to determine if you've been naughty or nice, which is very Christmassy power to have. He's got his magical reindeer. These guys can help him travel around the planet in one single night, delivering all his presents to all the good boys and girls. Which is actually, I guess it must mean he's pretty fast. And he's got his magical sack, which is apparently, believe it or not, is a Tesseract portal. So basically he's reaching into another dimension and bringing out all these gifts for everyone. Alright, and then he can read minds, and because he's been around for so long, he is possibly immortal. If not, he is very slow of aging. And that is Santa. So there we go, Santa in the Marvel Universe. Pretty cool character. You've got to get out there and read that X-Men one. That's probably the best incarnation, or his one with Deadpool. Any story with Deadpool's pretty cool. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've read any of the Santa issues. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, and we'll be back in the future with more videos. Thanks.